Take the lead.
Are we on?
We're on.
Good morning.
Hello. Bom dia.
What does that mean?
Good morning in Portuguese. Portuguese.
Oh, thank you.
Thought I'd mix it up. Maybe somebody out there can appreciate that. I don't know.
Mm, okay.
Aloha. Come on, sis. Pick up the slack.
I've forgotten.
Awkward pause, and you're on.
Oh, okay. We're on lesson 340. We're 25 lessons short of the conclusion, right?
Oh my gosh.
Mm. Okay, lesson 340. I can be free of suffering today.
Really?
Yeah,
All of it?
let's do it
Today?
today.
Today.
I can be free of suffering today.
Can we join on this intention, please?
Yeah. Let's close our eyes and really breathe this in.
Thank you. Feeling all of you very strongly. Shall I read the prayer?
Yeah, thank you.
Father, I thank you for today. and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. Be glad today. Be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear. And none the Father will not gather to himself, awake in heaven in the heart of love. I can be free of suffering today.
Hmm.
I'm trying to imagine a celestial speed up where we're all just done. Where we just allow God to be and nothing else. Where we don't want anything else but the love of God.
It's really a heartfelt receiving of what has already been given,
Yes.
and not to be fearful of that receiving all that love and all that joy
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
Release.
peace. Because his will is here now. He longs for us to receive what he has already given us.
Got this vision of, somebody brings in a really lovely gift, but the recipient has a blindfold on and they've got their hands out and they're trying to receive the gift that you've given. You're like, it's over here. No, a little to the left. No, come forward. Okay, no, right there. I've given you the kingdom of heaven and you won't accept it. Okay.
We prefer the blindfold,
Yeah.
veil of terror.
Yeah. We prefer to be prevented temporarily from acknowledging what's already been given us and what's already done. Yeah, but we can be free from suffering today in this recognition and just making that one choice, right? Choose again, like you said the other day. Yeah.
That's it, sis.
We
Yeah.
have a blog for this too, yes?
And a diagram.
Oh, that's right.
Well, should we, yeah, okay.
You want to do the diagram?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Get us out of the way. Okay.
Now this diagram belongs to a blog, which we will put, of course, in the quick reference link directly below the video. And the blog, I've forgotten the name of the blog, Spiritual Awakening.
Stepping across the threshold.
Right. Okay. And in that blog, you're going to find this particular diagram. And what I find this difficult to explain, but well, maybe you can help me, sis, is that while we're living in the ego, while we believe still in the body and separate private minds, yeah, that can clash with others, we're living in fear, right? So as we awaken, it seems that we go from fear to perfect love. That is the journey in our awareness. It happens in our awareness. But so as we awaken, we're going to find that we still want some of these shades of gray. In other words, fear. Not realizing that just even 1% of fear that we still desire is going to keep us from perfect love.
Right.
It just yeah.
And so that's in the way that we do that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I want you to keep going, sis. Yeah.
Yeah, so the way that we would do that, one of the ways is when we compartmentalize our life. So while we're still, keeping some specialness in a relationship or two, or we practice, quote, spirituality in joinings and with our spiritual groups online or in person, but when you go to the office, you're wearing a mask and completely abandoning yourself, right? These are the ways in which we try to convince ourselves that, well, we've got a little bit of fear, but it's okay because, we're coming to the light. But again, while we're using any defenses, while fear is being entertained in our thought, it's 100% fear. And fear and perfect love cannot combine because where they are tried to bring together, perfect love casts out fear. So they can never actually be in the mind at the same time. So you're either entertaining, so any shades of gray, we're trying to show you that it's still 100% fear. Now, this isn't to try to discourage you, but it is trying to show you that the ego would have you think that there is, that the shades are what? That there's some true light in there, that there's some perfect love in the mix. And we need to see that it's all or nothing.
Yeah, well, what happens, and this happens a lot, and I went through it too, is that we often try and spiritualize the idols in the gap as we journey along. Yeah, we spiritualize them. So we're taking idols of fear and we're trying to add light to them, but it doesn't work. Eventually, we're going to have to practice making a positive separation between things that are fearful, right, and the truth, which is perfect love. And I think the two greatest idols are the body and special relationships when we're
Oh,
talking.
definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay. Those two.
Yes.
Once everything else can heal once we do those. But this is explained in more detail in that blog, which is down below, Spiritual Awakening. Yeah. And that blog, by the way, is only part 1. There is a part 2 if you're brave enough to go on to part 2.
Yeah. And how many times we try to combine, like trying to bring God into the dream is another way in which we would try and combine fear and perfect love. But again, because perfect love casts out fear, they cannot be combined. God cannot be in the gap. That's a key point, I think, where people try and spiritualize the gap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just a
Okay.
stage, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, sis. Thanks for helping me with that.
Okay, I'll hit stop share. Are we going to make that? Okay, so that diagram is included in the blog. So when they click on the blog, they'll have access. Okay, great. Wonderful.
Yep, it'll be there. It'll be there. Yeah. So that is, I can be free of suffering today. Yeah.
It comes highly recommended. Okay, thanks, sis. Thank you. Thanks, family.
Thank you so much for the feeling state too, sis.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, feeling our gorgeous family here with us.
That's where the real healing occurs, in the felt state of union, which is proof that there's been no separation. So therefore you can accept I am innocent. Because if I'm one with that person, well, then the body it doesn't define me. It's not the truth of me or them. Yeah, thanks. All right.
Good.
That's it. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
We love you. Bye.